Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Linkquery Does Minecraft. Today we're going to be taking a look at the new snapshot 13W16A, which is the first snapshot since the Redstone update. Bringing a few new things in, not too much yet, but I'm sure they're going to have more to come. I'll start with one of the new features is the new carpet. It's all the same colors as the wool blocks you would normally see, and they lay just like snow and break like snow, so it's a fairly similar aspect. Craft those by taking 2 wool blocks and put them in that position in the crafting bench, and you get 1 carpet. So it's kind of expensive. It's going to take 2 wool blocks per 1 carpet, but it does that a bit. So if you want a nice little area rug in your house, or if you're making a spawn area and want some more colors, it's kind of a nice option without having to use a whole block. Now, next thing we want to take a look at is something everyone's been very excited of, is horses. No more riding pigs, everyone, even though we all must love our beloved pigs. We now get to ride something more realistic, a horse. Now, you're going to find some of these spawned around the world. I don't know what plains or what biomes are going to be in, if they're going to be in the plains biome. But we're going to have to wait to see for the next update where they're going to magically appear. But you can spawn them. They do give us a spawn egg. And you start with a horse like this. Now, you can't just start saddling it or breeding it or whatnot. First, you have to tame it, just like any other animal out there, like the ocelot and the wolf. And to do this, you have to have nothing in your hand. And you try right-click and you try and mount it. Horses sometimes going to go a little berserk. Doesn't want you on there, and eventually it bucks you off. Now, you have to keep doing this. Sometimes it won't take long, sometimes it takes a while, kind of the variance of fish you have to give for the ocelot. It's going to take some time before he wants to play. So you're going to keep going here. You'll notice the black smoke that comes off him whenever you don't succeed. This guy's really giving me a hard time. No luck on that one. Or that one. Or that one. Come on now. This one's a hard one to tame. Does take quite a few tries. I haven't come across one yet that's untamable, although this is probably the longest one yet. There we go. Finally, after we've traveled like that far, we finally got him tamed. Use the left shift to get off him. Now I can put a saddle on him. Like that. Right click him again, and now I have full control of him. Oops. Sorry, I ran over pressure play from one of my last updates. And now we can ride him. Now there's no particular animation we get for it. It's kind of like riding in a minecart. You can walk sideways with them in whatever direction you want. Press space, you get a jump. And if you press and hold, it gives you a bit more of a jump versus a regular jump. Now, next thing that people have been wondering is, how do you mate these guys? You get 2 horses, but let's say you want more. Well, this is back to the good old traditional wheat. But it's not as simple as, right click on you and right click on you to make the wheat, because when you right click them, you mount them. Even if you have something in your right hand, even if you're pressing and holding shift and you right click them. You have to, wow, he's excited. You have to be mounted on them, right click on them with the wheat, jump to the next one, right click on them, and dismount real quick. And then what you end up with is a little baby horse. And just like typical, you would see like cows or pigs, the different designs they have, they usually pick one of either the mother or father, whichever's which or which. You end up with the baby cow. Or baby horse. It shows how long I would work with the horses. Now, it's a baby now, unless say you're in a rush, you want a full-grown horse right away because a friend's waiting for it in a server. First, again, you have to tame it. Or first you have to press the wheat on it. And as you press on the wheat, you're going to see it starts getting bigger and bigger with each click, till eventually end up with a full-grown horse. And at some point, there we go, he's full-grown now. And now again, with nothing in my hand, I can mount him, and you're going to notice almost right away he's tamed because he came from tamed parents. Put a saddle on him, and he's ready to go. So definitely nice. Mini horses. And some other nice things you can do, and you see there's quite a few different designs of horses. This is the crafting recipe of this basic saddle to be able to ride them, to control them. Now, say you're going into battle, you want to protect your horse. You can actually make them armor just like you. And they do this by putting that in the crafting bench, and they end up with a saddle. Now, this is an iron saddle, and I got the wool block in the center that's representing the colored saddle. Now, you can use any color wool block in there that you wish. It doesn't change the color on the square on the saddle, but you don't have to necessarily use white. Say all it was black sheep, you can use a black piece of wool, it doesn't matter. And you can get iron, you can get gold, which looks like that, and then you can also get diamond, which I personally like the diamond. It's expensive. It's almost out of a chest piece. Very nice though. Add some protection so that way the horse doesn't get killed as quickly. Now, every so often, you might not come across a horse. You might come across a donkey. Yes, they've added donkeys in here too. You can tame them the same way as a horse. You can throw a saddle on them, and you can also take a chest, and the chest gets added to them. Now, it puts a chest there, but no one's really figured out how to use it yet. I think it's still in the works. It is still a snapshot, so we'll see how that works. It's not like you can right-click it, because when you right-click it, you get mounted to the horse. As carefully as I click. So, it doesn't quite work like that. But definitely see how that goes, especially if you are on a mining expedition. You can bring a few donkeys with you and store your stuff in it. See how big the storage is too. I wonder if it's going to be a small chest or big chest. We'll see. Now, another thing they've added now is a lasso. Now, this is probably one of my favorite parts, because I don't know how frustrating it is. You go out to, say, you find a mushroom biome, and you want to get some mushrooms, take them home, and you're trying to follow them with wheat. It is a pain. They always seem to go follow though, and then they go on their own trajectory. They have to wait a while before they see you again. This makes it so they follow you. So I can open this up. I can lasso this donkey, for example. Now, he won't move when he's eating. When he's eating quartz, kind of an interesting food. But they will follow you, and you'll actually follow you even sprinting. As long as he doesn't stop to eat. Now, if he stops to eat at any point, say like that, it'll break the lasso. It'll drop it though, so it's not like you lose it. You can pick it back up, use it again. So, allows you to take him into your barn. And the other cool thing you can do with the lasso is you can leave it on him, tie him to a post, and there he'll stay. He'll stay within the range of the lasso, usually a few blocks, kind of like 4 or 5 blocks radius. Now, like I was saying, it's not just donkeys. You can do horses, you can do mushrooms. You can click on them to put the lasso on them, or click them again to take it off. It breaks off, you have to pick it up again. You can do cows, untamed wolves and tamed wolves. You can do chickens, especially when chickens want to stick in the cauldron. They all seem to be taking a bath. Oh, okay, I don't know what that's good. That works for me. Sheep. Oh, so sheep tied up. Pigs. I've yet to test if that works maybe with the saddle on me. I'll leave that for one of you to try and post in the comments for me. And that's it. It has to be one of the friendly mobs, though. If you try and do it with a skelly, it doesn't really work. And I don't think you really want to be lassoing one of them, so I'm pretty sure they'd meet you with a nice arrow. So that's it for the horses and the donkeys and the mobs. Now this is another one of the blocks they've added, the hay bale. Now just like you can do with the wood. Oh, hi horsey. You can place them in multiple different directions. Now one of the things I was personally looking forward to, oh, I forgot to give myself back one of these, is have a nice bonfire. I remember this in the old days. Old hay bales, light them up, have a nice bonfire, make a good starter for a bonfire. But as unrealistic as can be, these are actually non-flammable. The fire will just go out, it will not burn anything. So yes, They are not flammable, but maybe for the next update we'll see that. So, put that back in here. Now there is one more thing. I have to go to the fishing hole. It's a bit of a distance away because there's really no water around here. So I'll do that. There we are. One more thing they did was they added another benefit of one of the enchantments. Respiration now gives you the ability to see under the water a bit clearer. So normally whenever you're under the water, it's murky, it's icky. If you're trying to say spot out something like clay like this here, or when you're trying to go under here, it's kind of a pain. Well, you enable this and you can see almost as clear as above water. So very much a nice feature now, so you don't have to be blind under the water. So come back over here. But that actually is it for this update. Be sure that if you liked the video to hit the like button for me. I always appreciate those. Leave any comments if I've missed anything, or if anyone figured out the recipe to the lasso, for example, or you know, just generally anything I've missed, or comments of anything you want to see in any of these snapshots. And also be sure to subscribe, that way you can always be up to date on whenever I do any new videos. So with that, everyone, later days.